Hi, I'm Dawn Stensland-Menti, and this is A New Dawn. You know, he's a Food Network star and former host of that 80s hit game show Double Dare. And today, you can see the legendary host Mark Summers covering the sweeter things in life on Food Network's long-running show so popular, Unwrapped. But you know, several months ago, Mark's world turned upside down when he was in a very serious cab accident, crushing the left side of his face, leaving him disfigured and blind at the time. This is what Mark looked like right after the accident. Let's take a look. You know, Mark, we met for the first time at a look at this. Unbelievable.
I choose not to look at that. Whoa.
Look at that in the hospital. It's so good to have you here.
Nice to see you.
And it's nice to see you, and literally, you could have been killed.
That's what the doctor said. You know, that's words that you don't ever want to hear, but the doctor said, you know, silly millimeter to the left or right, and you wouldn't be here right now. So the first thing you have to think about is, okay, I'm alive. That's the good news. But what do I have to deal with now to put this back the way it was? And I initially did not look at myself for weeks. Actually, when I first got in the crash, I didn't look.
Well, let's back up. Let's take, because some people might not know what happened in Philadelphia. Take us back to August 10th, that fateful day. You're on an airplane because you're bi-coastal, you're traveling around, right? So what's that airplane ride like?
I was in Kansas City shooting a show called Restaurant Impossible. I'm the exec producer of that, and we travel all over the country fixing restaurants. I had not been back to Philly. I'm bi-coastal. Live here part of the time, live in LA. Had to get back to Philly. It'd been weeks since I'd been in the office. So I took a 6 a.m. flight, and when we got on the flight, they were talking about how horrible the weather was here. 40-mile-an-hour winds, torrential downpours, and the first question you ask yourself is, why are we even taking off in this? And so you know, stress-wise, that you're going to be going through a very rough ride. And it was a bit of a bucking bronco, and I've been through these, been on the road for 26, 27 years, but you never get used to a bad plane ride. So we landed at Philadelphia, and you go, thank goodness, now I'm safe. But it's that old statistic they're always telling you about, that you're actually safer in a plane than you are in a car.
Yeah.
I get off the plane.
All relieved.
All relieved,
I'm
feeling
home,
like $1,000,000 bucks. And carry on only, that's pretty much what I do. Go right to the cab stand. Now the sun had just come out. Tomorrow. And I get in the cab thinking, okay, I'm going to drop my stuff off at my apartment and then go to work. And then the clouds got dark again, and it started to rain like crazy. And I'm in the back of the cab talking to our supervising producer, Jill, and realized that the guy is going a little bit too fast. And of course, he was on the phone. Every cab driver in every city talks on the phone when they shouldn't be. He was going exceptionally fast. I realized that.
And were you
I was not buckled in. Stupid thing. That is the first mistake I made. And I'll tell you why it wouldn't have made any difference in a second. But nonetheless, for some reason, if you're in a town car or somebody picks you up in a limo, if you're lucky enough to be in that situation for a big fancy occasion, you tend to buckle up. In cabs, because we're in them short amounts of time, you go, well, I'll just get in the back. And I didn't buckle up. He hydroplaned. He was going too fast. And I heard him say, oh, dirty word. Beep. And then I went, I'm screwed. And we hydroplaned, and they always tell you if you're going into a curve, you should turn in at the direction of the curve that you're going into. He flipped it the other way. The car went into the center divider on 95.
Whoa.
And we smashed it pretty hard. Now, I was knocked out. I was unconscious initially. Don't know for how long, actually, to this day. But when I woke up, the back of the cab was just full of blood. It was disgusting.
Because of a head injury, obviously.
I went into the partition, but in particular to the credit card machine, which was eye level. And it crushed my entire left side. I have titanium from here down over this neck of the woods, and then a place underneath my my eye area there as well. And
so how soon after that, the cabbie, you're knocked out, you don't know how long.
Yeah.
The cabbie is now wiping your face. And
well, that was the thing that was disgusting, Dawn. He opens up the back door, and I said, what happened? How am I? So you're fine, you're fine. And he starts taking dirty water and putting it and washing my face. And I'm going, no, stop it,
Yeah.
Oh, you're fine, you're fine. And my upper gum, I could tell my bite was off. I had split the whole area there, so my teeth were going the wrong direction.
Oh.
The credit card cut me here. It crushed my eye, so initially I could not see
Look
out
at
of my
this
left
picture.
eye. I know, it's not pretty, is it?
Oh my goodness.
Why am I showing that? And then eventually it went from no sight to only double vision. And they said, well, we'll give you glasses that have a prism in them, and for the rest of your life you'll have to wear those. And I said, no way. And luckily, I knock on, there's got to be wood somewhere, my sight has come back. But the problem I have now is, in fact, I'm going to surgery tomorrow. You may have had the last interview ever.
Stop.
But
You're in good hands.
Yeah, I know I am. Dr. Jesse Taylor, fantastic, University of Pennsylvania Hospital Plastic Surgery. I actually have titanium here that's poking me in my left eye. So they're going to take out that area over there.
So that's causing all the, because I was going to say the first time we met was at a holiday party.
Yes.
And it seemed like you were wincing and favoring that side.
Some days it's worse than others, and there's an area here that's still swollen since August 10th. So they're going to take out the titanium because they figure that it's bothering where the eye is too high and too much to the left, and they think that all the metal in my face is affecting the swelling and the positioning of the eye. So they're going to take that out. I have some dead tissue underneath the eye as well, which is why it's puffy. You can see that at all.
Oh, yeah.
And so they're going to open that up and scoop it out and fill it with silly putty and you know, put me back together, do whatever it is they do. But it's supposed to be a couple hours and then a pretty long recovery time, so they tell me. But you know, I'm lucky to be here, so I have to keep reminding myself of that.
And we're going to talk more about that when our conversation continues, Mark, because it really is a miracle. You know, and also Mark's fight to help riding in the back of a cab safer for all of us.